Hey guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. We are here at Hollywood Studios in Disney World, Florida, and I think we are finally going to get to check out Galaxy's Edge. The wait times don't look too long. We'll see what's new around here. There's so many changes coming to Disney World, so let's go check it out. It's always nice to be back visiting Hollywood Studios. I feel like this park's always changing. Every time I'm here, it's different. But you know, there are some things here that stay the same, and it does have that classic Hollywood Studio vibes. It's always nice to see Echo Lake and seeing Gertie out there and just seeing that classic Hollywood Studio stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, we made the trek down here specifically so we could see the newest attraction, and that is Galaxy's Edge.
This is the opening at the New York of where Muppets is, and it's really cool how it transitions into Galaxy's Edge. When you go inside, it's very grand, it's very massive, it's a very immersive land.
Yeah, it's awesome seeing all the different characters, the vehicles. When you walk into Batuu and Black Spire Outpost, you definitely feel like you've left Hollywood Studios. They definitely accomplished that. And just seeing all the little sights here, you see the droids, the little scrapyard, just the little tiny details, and the marketplace making you feel like you are in a different place. You're not in Disney World anymore. And it's just cool the way that they made these vendors feel more like artisans. It doesn't feel like your typical Disney shops.
It doesn't. It reminds me very much of the Harry Potter at Universal, just the land aspect. Like when you go into here, you believe you're on another planet, and it's just crazy.
And then you have the Millennium Falcon. Obviously, that is the big attraction here right now, and I think they nailed it. It is so impressive to see in person. When you're watching the videos, it doesn't seem as big or as massive as it really is, and as a big Star Wars fan, I loved seeing it. And we decided we needed to ride the ride, so we went in. The wait time was about 50 minutes, but honestly, it felt more like 35. And that might have something to do with just how well the queue is crafted. There's so many things to see, so many little weapons and droids and circuitry. There's just a lot going on, a lot of voiceover going on. You have this engine here, and it's just constantly being tested by the people working in the bay here. And it was just cool. It was cool seeing it go off and light up and just never knowing what you're going to get when you're in this queue.
There's also different voices overhead while you wait in line, and it's just basically describing like what you're going to expect when you go into the Millennium Falcon and what is going to happen.
Finally getting into the Millennium Falcon is something I've wanted to do since I was a little kid, and they really nailed it. You feel like you're in the ship. It's just so cool. And then when we get to go in, and we actually this time in this video we went in as engineers, which in my opinion is kind of the worst job on the ship. But they all have their different experiences as engineers, just flipping switches and pressing buttons. But it gave us an opportunity to really just watch the ride. But later on we got to be a pilot, and I would definitely recommend if you can choose to be a pilot, tell the cast member you want to do that, because it is just one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in Disney World.
I definitely enjoyed this ride a lot more than I thought I was going to. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but it was really cool being in this Millennium Falcon, and you're like, piloting and steering your way, shooting down other enemies. It's really, really cool.
Now, we had to try some of the food here at Galaxy's Edge. We went over to Ronto's Roasters, and we got a Ronto wrap, which everyone said was so good. And I have to say, I feel like it lived up to the hype. It was really good. I thought the food looked weird here, but it ended up being actually really good. And then you can see in Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of weird little merchandise. I couldn't even see everything. There's so many different things to see in the land. It's not your typical mass-produced stuff that you just see in every single part of the park. The animatronic for Doc Ondar was just so impressive, I think. It reminded me almost of the animatronic of the Na'vi River Journey, the shaman there. It's just the fluidity and just the reality of it.
And here we're inside Olga's Cantina. It was very crammed. There was some standing and some seating. You will be seated or standing with other people, which is kind of interesting. And most of the menu is just beverages, and some of them ranged up to almost $30 if you wanted a mug.
Yeah, there wasn't really a lot of food there, but we got ourselves the Hyperdrive and the Carbon Freeze. Right here's the hyperdrive. It was actually really good. Both drinks were good. And you have DJ Rex spinning the tunes in there. It was cool seeing it. He's like, you know, a special little icon of Disney if you know him through Star Tours and everything. Just really well themed. Maybe not the most to offer, honestly, but it was really cool to have that experience. And then I have to say, at night, Galaxy's Edge takes on another form. I think it is probably twice as impressive at night. It's just so cool seeing the lighting of the different mountains and just the ships and the sounds and the characters. It just takes on a whole nother persona at night, in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely shines at night. Everything is just spectacular looking with all the lights, like Brian said. It's just amazing. I honestly say go to Galaxy's Edge at night to experience it. It looks so different.
Then obviously we had to make our way into the other parts of Hollywood Studios. Toy Story Land, like Galaxy's Edge, is so cool looking at night, and the wait times were a lot shorter in the rest of the park. I don't know if that will continue throughout the rest of the year, but we were able to jump right on Alien Swirling Saucers, which usually has a pretty decent wait. It's a fun little ride. It may not be worth waiting an hour for, but it's definitely worth waiting 10 minutes for. So, yep, it's really fun being able to walk around this park in a new way. It feels like a new Hollywood Studios. We were actually able to get on Slinky Dog with a really minimal wait. I think it was only like 25-30 minutes, and you're not going to get that on a normal night up before Galaxy's Edge opening. So I think it's nice seeing that all these new attractions may kind of help out the wait times at Hollywood Studios, which usually only had a couple rides, so you were waiting an hour plus for basically anything.
Slinky Dog may seem cheesy, but it's a lot of fun, and I highly suggest a ride at night with all the different lights. Toy Story Land looks amazing at night.
Cannot wait till Mickey's Runaway Railway opens up here in the Old Chinese Theater. I like the Great Movie Ride, but it'd be great to have the centerpiece back in action. And that was our time at Hollywood Studios. Thanks for watching, guys. What is your favorite thing at Hollywood Studios? Put it down in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching.